What's up, family? It's good to see y'all again. I know this is a late night live, and those of you who are going to work this week, you can listen to this on your way to work or, when you have time to actually, sit down and listen to the message. I appreciate all of my subscribers, those who've been with me since day one, those who support the channel. I appreciate every last one of y'all. You can follow me on TikTok, Times with the Narcissist on TikTok. You can also join my Facebook group, Chosen Warriors of Light. And for one-on-one coaching, I'll leave that in the description box. It's Times Explained 111 at gmail.com. So if anybody want to book a one-on-one session with me, all right. So today, well, rather tonight, we're going to talk about how to identify an agent, um, some tips for 2023, and many other things that come along. I hope y'all enjoy the message. I probably might not be here too long, but we'll see as we go. We'll see as we go. You know, baby, good to see you. Yes, it's always good to see you all on, and those who are not on, I understand. But let's get straight into it, right? So I was watching The Matrix, and I'm sure some of you all have watched that movie. And that movie has so many hidden messages that explains the kind of world that we live in today, right? And it's really the level of agents that we're surrounded by every day, and we don't even know simply because those people are asleep. They don't see through the system. They don't see through the illusion. This is why chosen ones or people who are considered empaths, people who are the light, you see through the system. And then you used to wonder, why do people just randomly hate me or randomly attack me or say random things to me just to try to throw me off? It's because they're agents. At any given time, they could be taken over by uh, a Mr. Smith at any given moment, or some sort of deity can just snatch them and come at you. These are deities of the system. The things that we call demons or evil spirits, these are uh, programs within the system used to keep people asleep. You know, we're dealing with an enemy that not just attacks us externally through the food, the air, the water. They attack us internally through the spiritual realm. These people open up portals. They bring out certain things into the atmosphere. This is what they do. And those who see through their illusion, the false American dream, um, the chasing a dollar type thing, you are automatically targeted because you see through the BS. Let me see. Queen of the South, good to see you. What's going on, brother? Hey, I'm doing all right. You know, and those who are watching, thanks for coming on. I'm just giving y'all some eye-opening information about how to identify an agent. Anybody who's plugged into the system that's hopelessly dependent on the system, they could potentially be an agent. Now, some people, if you give them some information, it'll revolutionize their mind, and they can see through the system and what the system does, right? Because the truth be told, um, it's in the TV, it's on social media. As soon as you step out the door, you're in the system. It's like it programs people to chase a piece of paper money with dead people on it. You know what I'm saying? And if you're content with what you have, one thing I notice about people, those agents be upset when you're content with what you have. Like, you don't have a lot of money, but you just happy that you can, keep a roof over your head and have some food. You're okay with that, And they're bitter because they see the flashy stuff that other people are doing. A lot of these people out here, they be what's the best way I can describe it? They be fake flashing, man. A lot of stuff they be wearing is fake. The Louis V glasses, all that other stuff, it's all fake, man. They want to appear that they're doing something great. Motherfuckers, oh, you want to join my program? You You want to make $100,000 a month? Well, sign up here for $45 a month. Don't fall for that crap, man. That's what the system is. The system will try to get you to chase a dream, to chase something that's falling apart anyways, right? Let me grab something to drink. So basically, anybody and anyone who believes in the so-called American dream is an agent. At any given time, they're going to hate on you because you have certain things and they don't. You know what I'm saying? You just getting by and you just seem to acquire certain things because I guess the Most High just allows you to have it. And somebody who don't even have what you have become an agent because they're upset at the fact that you have it. It gets deeper than that. Because especially as so-called black men and black women, I don't like to use the color black because we're more so like a mocha color, a copper color type of people. But if you are one of those people and you're driving around in something nice, you get targeted even heavier in this system. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you didn't sold out to them. You know, there was a time where I owned a Mustang. I owned a 2014 Mustang. It was real nice. It was the platinum edition, I think. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the platinum. It had leather. I mean, it was nice. Man, I'm driving through South Carolina. Police followed me on the highway for some miles because they seen me driving it. You know, it's like a lot of other races of folks. They see you driving something nice, they're like, "Oh, what do you do for a living, huh?" Because they don't expect us to have that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They don't expect us to have that kind of stuff. And a lot of times we ain't even doing much. And sometimes the stuff that we have, we was just struggling for. Because truth be told, when I had that car, my payments was high as what? I was deep in a hole when it came to debt when I had that car. And that was a V6. That wasn't even a V8. You know what I'm saying? But the car was nice. It was really nice. Like people saw it. It was a nice car, sir. But they didn't know I was deep in debt just to get that, man. You know? So what I'm telling you all today is live within your means, you know, do what you can to live within your means until you're able to really afford what you want to afford. But also identify these agents because a lot of times, people love and hate you at the same time is because they're asleep, you know. They're jealous of you being content with what you have and they're not content. They're bitter on the inside. They're upset at the fact that they don't have the flashy cars, the big mansion. They're upset about that kind of stuff. There's a lot of people that come and go through life. They never really have a chance to have that kind of stuff. You know, I guess they just haven't figured it out, or it just wasn't meant for be. Because there is a higher force that's still in control, dictating what happens in our lives. The directions that we're co-creators of our reality, but overall everyone has some sort of purpose, whether it's a good purpose or evil purpose. Everybody has some sort of purpose that they have to fulfill, right? So these are the things that I wanted to share with you all. When you identify an agent, those are people who are hopelessly uh, slaves to the system. See, when you're not a slave to the system, that's when the system tries to make your life difficult or put so much traps and snares in the way. Sometimes they'll send people to distract you. You in a relationship, and they'll send some other girl or some other dude to try to separate you and that person. Here, hey, come on this side. That's the warfare. That's the warfare, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Or let's say you by yourself and they know you don't understand narcissism. They'll send a covert narcissist in your life to try to distract you, to take so many years of your life. And the narcissist is in your life wreaking so much havoc because that is an agent sent to ruin you, to stumble you. Why? Because you see through the system. They love the system. You don't. You know this world is a messed up place. You know this world is crazy as hell. You know the system is unfair. You know this. There's a reason why they don't want us to separate from it because they know that if the world actually woke up, the world will actually realize how much we never needed them and how much we could all use our skills to build something different. That's what they don't want. You got nurses, you got carpenters, you got mechanics, you got engineers out here that are part of the system. If they actually woke up and saw how the system keeps, pretty much fucking us every single day, psh, man, everybody has some sort of gift and skill that can contribute to a new cause. And I think that's what the Great Awakening is all about. You know what I'm saying? But as long as they're asleep and they so dependent on the system, they will turn on you at any given time. You know? And it goes deep, man. It goes deep. Even down to the holidays, right? The holidays, Memorial Day, all these holidays that they place, that's part of the system as well. You know? Let me see. Did I read your comment, baby? See, that's true. They're upset at the internal peace that you have. Right. Right. That's true. So yeah, y'all. I mean, these are things I wanted to share with y'all. Anyone who loves the world, the Bible says, the love of the world is enmity with the Most High. So anyone who loves the world, who loves the riches, who loves the flashy things, they are your enemy, chosen one. They are your enemy. In any given time, they will switch up on you. There's people out here, man. They love money more than they love their own family. There's people out here that'll kill their own family members for life insurance money, man. They are your enemy. It's just a matter of identifying them, right? How much do they love money? How much do they love this world? If you can identify that, you can identify the enemy. Because a lot of times, them people are sellouts, man. They'll snitch on you if you do something wrong. They'll threaten to call the police on you. Hey, my old mama threatened to call the police on me multiple times. Because I'm not conforming to the rules of society. Yes, that's how it was for me. See, that's what happens when you're not part of the system. You're not down with certain things. You see through the BS. There's a lot of people out here, they're trying to speak the truth. They're trying to awaken the masses. But as long as the masses sleep, doing it by yourself ain't going to be easy, man. It ain't going to be easy. You know? So, yeah, I mean, identifying an agent. And then, this is still the beginning of 2023. So I'm going to give y'all some advice. If y'all have issues with your credit, fix your credit. If you have something in collections, pay off something in collections. Get it off your credit. Rebuild your credit. Do not use a bank. Do not use your primary bank's credit card. Don't do that. If you with Wells Fargo or Bank of America, do not use their credit cards. Please don't do that. Go and do your research on what credit cards you can use to help build your credit back up. You know what I'm saying? These kind of things are important. The reason why I say build your credit, because credit gives you access to certain things. So if your credit is shot, try to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Try to fix it. And another advice I want to give y'all for 2023 is if something doesn't work, try a new skill. Try a new skill. If the current profession that you're in is not working out for you, you could try to take some classes online or something. Get certified in something else while you're working, so that way you can switch career fields. Try something that you always wanted to try. If you want to be a chef, be a chef. You want to be a orthodontist, be an orthodontist. A chiropractor, be a chiropractor. A dentist, be a dentist. You don't have to stick to the same career field. You could always switch it up at any given time. The more skills you learn, the better. You know what I'm saying? And also, another advice for you all, try to have tools for nature. Get a shovel, buy a tent, buy a fishing pole, right? Learn how to use a fire starter, right? Learn how to use a compass, right? These are the things that you all will help you all greatly in the long run. You know, uh, E-Baby says, I like that advice. Get into something else if you need to or want to. Right, right. And also have some nature gear. Wear some camouflage stuff. If you learn how to hunt. If you want to learn how to skin animals alive, learn how to do that too. You know, It ain't just a lot of stuff they stole from other folks, back in the day, because that's what stuff that we did. We used to kill animals, skin them. Used to watch my cousin take a chicken, chop his head off, boil all the feathers off of it, pluck the feathers. I've seen things like that growing up. So, these are important skills to have. Try to equip yourself with nature. Try to learn how to survive in nature. Study some things. Study plants. Study what kind of plants they are. What do they do? What kind of medicines that they produce? Because we got to get back into learning nature a little bit better, so that way, if you ever out there, you'll know how to survive. You know how to do it. Learn how to build your own hut. You know, it's a lot when it comes down to survival, but if you learn how to do it, you can survive anywhere. You know. So these are some advice I want to give y'all for 2023. Try to learn new things. Try to learn survival. Try to build your credit. Building your credit gives you more access if you want to do more nice things with your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that people should not have any type of riches or anything like that. If you decide to start a business, and that's another thing I want to tell y'all, start a business, open up something. You can start a coffee shop, you can start a bagel shop, you know, you can start a bakery. Some of y'all are real good with baking. You just don't know where to start, but you can start a bakery shop, something on the side where you can bake cakes and stuff, you know. So, that's all I'm saying, y'all. Just try to get into some different things, start different things, you know, because it's important. Let me see, let me grab something to drink. I'm not saying that people shouldn't be rich or anything, but if you're a chosen one, just know the road to having a lot is not going to come that easy. Um, but you have to be well prepared for the backlash. Another advice I want to give y'all this year is cut off anyone, distance yourself from anyone who brings that negativity into your space, that selfishness, that hatefulness, that wickedness. You know, they over here trying to be real possessive of you. A lot of y'all some grown ass men, grown ass women. What the hell is somebody else trying to tell you how to live your life? You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, and I say this all the time in my videos, too many people are control freaks. They want to keep control over you. They want to make decisions for you. You know, live your life and make your choices without somebody trying to influence you what kind of choices you have to make. And, because a lot of times they telling you what to do, but their life is in shambles. But they think, oh, because I'm your big sister, I'm your big brother. You got to do as we say. We know what's best. You still a grown person. You know what I'm saying? Do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? Live your life, but don't get caught up with narcissism. See through the BS, see through the agents and stuff. You know, even with the agents, a lot of these jobs have agents too. A lot of these bosses, they're agents too, because they take their position so damn seriously. They lose sight of humanity. They lose sight of empathy. They'll talk down on you any kind of way. They don't see the fact that you're a person out here trying to survive, trying to make it in life. But they're agents, man. They're agents to the system. They sold out, man. That's why a lot of these bosses on these jobs, they're no good. Some of them are cool. Some of them do understand. But a lot of them don't. A lot of them talk down on you. They'll disrespect you. They'll try to find ways to get you fired. How do I know? It happened to me. It happened to me, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all. Just understand, you know, if you are a chosen one and you see through the system, you see how the system moves, you see how corrupt the system is. Agents are watching you. Agents and the people around you, especially the people you live in your house with every day, can switch up on you at any given time if they sleep. If they believe in the American dream, they can switch up on you at any given time. You know? They will bend over for massa. You won't bend over for massa. You're not letting massa get behind you and rape you anymore. They will. That's the difference between you and them. Because you see what massa be doing. Massa be doing all kinds of corrupt stuff, all kinds of dirt. And you be like, man, I don't feel like dealing with massa. I'm not doing that crap anymore. But the massa would put some stuff in your family members' ears or your co-workers' ears or your boss' ear just to come at you, man. That's the spiritual warfare. You know? Uh, E-Baby says, it's important to not have a heart that's controlled by materialistic things. Right. Right. And I say this all the time. People base their values on the materials that they possess. But outside of that, they don't have any life skills. They dedicated their life to materials, but when shit goes south for them, now they want to commit suicide. See, the thing about us is we've been through a lot of setbacks. We've been through a lot of hurt and disappointment. So we're used to it. Those people who had everything, they're not used to not having things go left or having things go messed up. They're not used to that. You know what I'm saying? So when it happens, now they want to commit suicide. Now it's like, oh, it's a pity party. A lot of these narcissists out here, they had what they wanted growing up. Some of them were spoiled brats. Mom and daddy gave them whatever they wanted. Anything they wanted for Christmas, they acted up in school. Oh, don't talk to my baby like that. He's still growing or she's still growing. You know, setting them up for failure. Because life ain't going to always be fair and you're not going to get everything. Especially if you're a chosen one, you have to understand that there's a divine order to things. The Most High designed things to where we have things and lessons to learn as we grow. We go through shadow work. We go through things, we go through our shadow work, we gain the wisdom. Internally, a lot of us are being prepped, especially in 2023. 2023 or 2022 or 2021 was like an inner working year. 2023 is how we're gonna apply it, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all, don't sign a contract that you know is some bogus ass shit. Don't sign things that you know ain't gonna be good for you in the long run. Don't do that. Don't sign a card note that's an 84-month card note and you paying $800 a month. Don't do that. You better weigh your options first. Sometimes you can find another car in a different area. Sometimes you got to travel out of state to go find a car that you want. Sometimes you got to, maybe you have to relocate, find another city or something that's more suited for you. You know what I'm saying? Weigh your options, y'all. Build your credit. Don't let people tell you how to live your life, especially when their life is in shambles. Too many people out here are agents. They're control freaks. And they think they got all the answers because, oh yeah, I did this and I did that. Don't let people's degrees and title of doctor fool you, man. Some of these people, they're just agents of the system. They sacrifice their whole life just to sell themselves out, to this system. That's all it is, y'all. That is all it is. So that's what I want to tell y'all, man. Don't be out here. Don't be out here getting caught up with a bunch of people. A lot of people out here are agents, and if you see through the system, you see it for what it is, you're on the right track. But just know your enemies is as far as the eye can see, especially if you got family. Some of these family members tell you you need to get a job and you need to do this and you need to do that. Don't listen to, ignore them because that's all they see. And of course, your money's gonna come. You're actively working towards what it is that you want to do. But don't let them all in your business. Because that's how they try to throw monkey wrenches and try to throw twists and loops, in your plans and things like that. Some of y'all want to start some businesses. Some of y'all, want to move to a new location. Do it. Don't feel guilty about it. If you're in a messed up living situation, do it. Get on out of there. Step out there and, know that the Most High Creator is working with you every step of the way. That's all that is. Do not be afraid to separate yourself. Do not be afraid to detach yourself from the very people that are agents that try to tell you how to live your life and their life is in shambles. Do not be afraid to detach yourself from them because they're still asleep. You have to let them wake up on their own. But as of now, you gotta you gotta love them from a distance. And who knows? They might not ever wake up. That's okay. You stick to what you do. You do what you do. and just continue to build upon yourself, build your credit, learn survival skills, buy things like fishing pole, tent, you know, things like that. You know what I'm saying? If I could, I'd buy myself a boat or a submarine, preferably a submarine. You know, um, because you never know you might need it. You know what I'm saying? You never know you might need it. But yeah, this just some advice I want to give y'all for 2023 and how to identify an agent. You know, one thing I want to tell you, one thing I want to tell y'all also, be careful if y'all trying to buy an electric car, like let's say a Tesla. In China, y'all could Google this. A guy had a Tesla. He was coming to a stop. He stopped the car. The car just automatically started driving randomly, and he killed some folks because the car just went crazy. It just started driving. He tried to hit the brakes. The brakes wasn't working. It's almost as if something was remote controlling it from some sort of satellite or something. You know, so I don't trust those new electrical cars, me personally, those Teslas and shit. I don't trust them. I don't even like the fact that I don't even like the fact that they don't even make a sound. Like, make a sound or something. Some of these electrical cars, the only way it makes sound, it has like some sort of speaker system on the back. You can make it sound like a muscle car. You can make it sound like a race car. Like, man, it's not even a real deal. You know, the reason why they switch into electrical is because they can have full control of how you drive at will. If they want to cause an accident, they can do that. Versus a mechanical car, the most they can do is just shut it down while you're on the highway or something. You know, and then on top of that, the blizzard that happened recently. Um, I think it was Buffalo, New York. I think 50 something people died in their cars, man, because the weather was so cold. Like the snow just started pouring down on them. A lot of them didn't even make it to their house. The snow was that thick. They froze to death in their cars. You know, that's what's going on out here. They be fucking with the weather. They be doing all kinds of stuff, man. You know. So like I said, y'all, be prepared for certain things and watch out for these agents. And 2023, just focus on building yourself, putting yourself in a better position than where you at now, and avoid anyone who tries to push the system on you. Don't don't deal with people who try to push the system on you, because a lot of times they're agents. They don't see through the matrix. They may say they do, but by their actions, they are slaves to the system, and they'll sell you down the drain any day of the week. That's who they are, y'all. That's who they are. Not to mention, on top of that, they in Russia. There's a video out there online. Let me see. Let me get a drink. In Russia, they're shooting down UFOs out there. Literally shooting them down. So what you think might happen if those UFOs are coming down and they get shot out of the sky? You don't think they finna come and invade this motherfucker? Like, they finna start showing up in the sky? Now, I did make a prediction about that in 2022. Maybe my timing was off. But I know it's coming because I had a dream about it. I had a dream there was white ships in the sky as far as the eye can see. It was so many of them. You know what I'm saying? They looked like, I don't know. It was like those ships on Star Wars or something. That'd be hovering and just sitting still in one spot. You know, so these are kind of things I wanted to share with you all. You know, this year could potentially be uh, more UFOs or extraterrestrials showing themselves, right? So they're shooting stuff down out of the sky in Russia and things like that. So I can't imagine what else is going on around the world. Even down here in Miami, I think 3, 4 days ago, there was like 3 ships in the sky just blinking and stuff, and people had it on video. You know, so as time goes on, we're gonna start seeing a lot of things happen within the cosmos. The year just began, y'all. We don't know what else might pop off, but just be ready for anything. You know, and understand that people who love the system so much, they are agents. And especially if you out here doing nice things with your life, they gonna watch you. They gonna try to target you. You know, I kid you not, bro. There was times where I felt like If I had a certain amount of money in my bank account, they knew because they found a way to try to hit me with some sort of bill or hit me with some sort of problem. Now, oh, you got, let's say you got $20,000 in your bank account, and all of a sudden your car breaking down, your engine messing up. Now you got to pay 5K for a new engine or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That I'm telling you, bro. I know what I be talking about. All of a sudden, some shit just pop off where now you got to fork over a lot of money just to fix some shit. Cause it's like for some reason they try to get in your anything you got in your pockets, especially if you see the system for what it is. Man, they gonna want a piece of that for real. Cause the system is designed, whatever they give you, they know that as soon as you spend it, they getting it right back. What kind of what kind of system is it that people already are born into some messed up situations, but you're gonna prey on their pockets, the little that they have? You gonna put laws in place to make their lives difficult? You gonna mess with the water, the food? You gonna play with the weather on people who already don't have much? Y'all got trillions of dollars. Why y'all sitting here terrorizing people who barely got anything? Y'all bust nuts off of that or something? How is that fair, bro? But these motherfuckers out here at the bottom, they gonna try to be a slave to the system who's fucking us over every single day? Is that fair to you? Is that fair to me? You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers out here in situations surrounded by enemies trying to work their way out, and they want to put some shit in your way or want to fuck with your bank account? What's wrong with these motherfuckers? You can't be human doing shit like that. You just can't be, bro. That's why people have, either eventually people have to wake up to see the system for what it really is. It's a matrix. It's not designed for us to win. The only way we win is if we rise up against it and wake up and see it ain't for us, man. You know, there's a picture of some like a skinny African dude feeding like some fat wealthy dude with a suit and tie. He had a spoon in his hand, and he was feeding like a fat white wealthy dude with a suit and tie. I was like, that's a prime example of the world that you got people in, in Africa, people in gold mines being held at their will because they dig in the earth for diamonds, and they're being held at their will. They can't just run away from it or be like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going on, y'all. And anybody who don't see through it, they're your enemy. They hate your guts, you know? But listen, y'all, I don't know if y'all have any more, uh, or if y'all have any questions or anything like that. I just want to come on here with this quick message for you all. I hope it's helpful. Just know this is 2023. You got to move different in 2023. Don't let people just be all in your business, and be careful of how you move out here. Just know they got eyes on you because you see through the system. They are slaves to the system. You're not. You don't care if this motherfucker burned to the ground tomorrow. You don't care. You'll still keep pushing, right? But listen, y'all. Thank you all for coming through. I hope y'all enjoyed the message. Um, E-Baby, Queen of the South, thank you all for coming through. And I know it's late, so those who want to watch this over, when you go into work in the morning, you can. You can. I hope y'all find this message useful. And thank y'all so much for supporting the content. You know what I'm saying? Understand, anybody who loves the system is your enemy. That's easy to identify. That's easy to spot, you know? But listen, I love y'all. Y'all be safe. And we'll chop it up again soon, man. All right. Bye-bye now.